Welcome back, my devotees. Would you like a story? Once, I was betrayed by a trusted lord. I allowed him to work despite my dislike of their methods. When Mori took life into his own hands, craved immortality, and my lord's city, I could not stand idly by. I do wonder if these adventurers heeded my warnings. I sent them a missive with a detailed history of this beautiful city, but the old lord is of no concern now anyway. He gets to enjoy the young life, locked away, forever. Do not trifle with what isn't yours. My lord will always get what he wants. Enjoy the show. You know, I think I intervened a little too much for them last week. Let's see what they do on their own for a bit.
Wow, this is awkward.
Hey.
Really? I don't think so. How's everyone this morning?
All right. I guess. How are you?
Better. Still a bit off, but I'm better.
You look better. More color.
Thank you. I sometimes feel less connected to the world. But I slept well for the first time in a while. Last night. Skylas, where were you?
Out.
Dimples, do you want some tea? I'll get you some tea.
Sure. Thank you.
No problem.
When did you get in? What were you doing? We turned around.
I was getting more information about lunar bites.
Oh, good initiative. What did you find?
Thanks. They've got a bakery. They also don't seem to be, well, all human, though they look it.
Well, there are many ways in which one could be not human. In what way do you think they are not human?
I think they're werewolves.
Ah. Well.
Wait, did you say werewolves?
Yes.
That makes sense. Lunar bites.
That's fantastic.
The moon.
What's a werewolf? Exactly. I know it's a half man, half wolf. Right?
Yes, but not like a mermaid. That would be weird.
Yes, I didn't think that at all.
No. That would be strange, actually, if they were, half.
No, they look like human.
Right.
But there's just something about them. I mean...
Wolf insides.
I'm not sure. I don't know if there's a wolf inside or what, but the lady looked over at me and I could swear for a moment her eyes turned golden and had like a slit or something, and she blinked as if she revealed something, and something too much, and I caught on for that. I stayed out most of the night trying to figure it out, and the way they've got this they socialize is like a pack mentality, and also they're very aggressive towards one another, very other physical contact, and those who have the most are the ones that they respect. So I'm not sure who the alpha is, if there is one, but...
Sounds like a raucous gentleman's club, doesn't it? Never mind. I would say, according to my studies, werewolves, it could be a curse or it could be some sort of disease. It's unclear. Or it could be some sort of an arcane nature. But people who usually at the full moon, according to some legends, turn into, sort of hybrid of a man-wolf, usually then murdering things quite a lot. It depends again on the stories. Some stories, it just happens and you can't control it and you just must kill someone, I suppose, for breakfast or whatever. Well, it's nighttime, so I suppose it would be like a nightcap sort of a murder. But sometimes, some stories, people can just at will change their forms when they so desire. Nonetheless, a whole pack of them.
What use is that, though?
Turning into a wolf.
Well, turning into a wolf, 12 times a year?
Yes, well, in some of the stories it's a curse, so it's not something that you want. Like, it's bad to be a werewolf. If the stories that sort of frame them as a curse, when you've done something bad or you've done something to upset someone, or you walked at a crossroads at night under a full moon after having a slightly off tart. There's also, how these curses happen, or maybe you stole something from a thief. Or you drank from the skull of a thief who had been buried on a cross. Nonetheless, in some stories, it's a curse, and so it's not something you want to have happen to you. You are afflicted with lycanthropy. And
who drinks from skulls?
It would depend on how useful it would be to drink from a skull.
Right, and if you happen to drink from a thieves' skull, you turn into a werewolf? Is that what you're saying?
The details of that particular curse are, there's a lot of folk tales about it. Something
Listen,
about...
don't go to a crossroads at midnight.
Well, one should probably not go to a crossroads at midnight.
Where
either
are we
way.
going at midnight? Here's your tea.
Crossroads. Well, we're not going to a crossroads, thank you very much.
No. Curses. I feel like I did not get tea either.
Oh.
I will get... No, I will do it.
No,
please,
no,
let me.
no,
No, let me.
no,
Please,
no.
let me.
Absolutely
I will just
not.
know. And I will get tea for you as well. She just left. Well, that was... I did want to get her tea, but it's all right.
She could get to herself, I think.
Yes, but I was going to get tea for myself as well. When exactly did you come in last night, Skyless?
Unsure, before the sun came up.
So do we have all the information that we needed for Wretch?
No, I don't
They're
think so.
werewolves.
Right, I don't think, but that's... I feel like if Wretch probably knows that by now. I feel like if we're gonna get information, it's gonna be probably more about what their intentions are, what it is they're doing, and also what I'm curious about is if it's a curse or if it was a choice.
Oh, yes. Well, I could study a bit on that, see what I can find in the books.
You also said it might be a disease.
Yes,
Or
it could also be a
disease,
disease, yes.
Right.
Like it might be
Perhaps we should
transferred by
wear
saliva.
masks.
Yeah. Oh, yes,
Visit
masks
them.
are important. You don't want to catch it.
So we should wear masks.
Well... if
You
we're
happen
going
to know a plague doctor in town?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just thinking about plague doctors. That's interesting. That's interesting. You've given me a bit of a... inspiration. So, have you seen Loesch? I mean, she's been gone for so long.
I did. I saw Loesch on, at the Gag and Dragon on my way over to Luna Bites. She seemed to have it handled.
Oh.
I saw Lish at the old hideout. She came running in, she picked up a garment, and then ran out again. Didn't even say hello.
I haven't seen her at all. You don't think she's avoiding me, do you?
Why would she avoid you?
I don't know.
There you go. Why
probably
she
not.
wouldn't.
No, she wouldn't.
It's Loesch.
Yes. She's just busy, I assume. I imagine. Well, I can study up on werewolves. I'm feeling a bit better than I was before. Not fully there, but...
Would you like me to go and ask them?
Oh, well, I don't think that would be the best idea.
Why?
Well, all right. Let's say, just hypothetical, that you are planning on moving into someone else's territory, and they wouldn't like it. But it's a secret, like you're going to sort of move in when you have the right moment, probably to sort of take over whatever. And some person walks in and goes, "Hello, I'm quite friendly. I'm wondering what you're planning on doing, when and where and why. If you just let me know, I'd appreciate it. Probably they might stab you."
Why would they do that?
Well, because you're asking questions that they don't want people to know the answer to.
Well, I would give them the answers.
But you don't have the answers to those questions.
Would you ask me to imagine if I was...
Yes. Oh, well, no, but they wouldn't give you the answers because they would...
But I would give them the answers, of course.
Oh, well, we should talk about that.
Treat others how you expect to be treated. And if we're moving in on each other's territory, it's not like we're going to open a bakery.
Skyless?
We're not opening a bakery.
A good fair fight in business, I say. May the best baker win.
I'm not opening a bakery.
No, so we're not really
We're
rolling up on
opening
their
a
turf.
bakery?
We're not opening a bakery.
Oh,
No, we're not opening a bakery, so I don't see why I
Skyless tea?
can't just go and ask the werewolves.
Thank you.
Oh,
Galen, here's your tea.
oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Kyria, you have a way with words. Césaire, Dimples, does not see why it would be unwise to walk up to the Lunar Bites and just say, "Hello, this is my name and address, and also, what are your plans, and could you tell me what they are?"
Not a bad idea, actually.
There you go.
Well, what if we, I mean, the direct approach, or infiltration?
What else were you going to do?
Infiltration's not exactly the same thing as the direct approach.
But I just mean have somebody go in and...
Yes.
Oh, I already infiltrated.
Oh,
Aye, last night when I left. I scoped it out myself.
Well, you could have at least brought back some bread.
How was the
I did,
food?
actually.
Oh.
Oh, look. Look at that.
Well,
There.
Let's have a bit. Why does it
This was
stamp?
It was
it's
for not all of you.
fresh.
But, yeah, have it. I've had it.
I think I'll pass on
I
that
guess.
for now.
It's good. So I'm going to do research, I think, on werewolves. Dimples, would you join me?
I'm sorry, werewolves?
Oh,
They're werewolves.
Werewolves.
That's why they're called the
Lunar
Lunar Bites.
yes, yes. And I'm
I
going to
thought
go...
it just meant that they were open 24 hours a day.
That's... Really? That's why
Oh.
they call themselves the Lunar Bites?
Yes.
I could
One of
only
them's got
imagine.
wolf's eyes.
Wolf's eyes.
Okay, I mean, I guess I'm not one to judge a clan name, but...
You're thinking it's too on the nose.
Yeah, a bit.
And we're the Bang Gang. Just want everyone to know that.
It's a good name, I say. Really up front.
That
Bang,
one
we're
is a-
here.
Right.
We're setting up our business.
Bang, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, no, I wouldn't.
I've banged you.
I like flashbang, you know, for arcane mysteries. It's more like that. Dimples,
So
would
we-
you... yes, they're werewolves. I'm going to do research on how one contracts lycanthropy,
no,
and I'm
I'm
going
not
to
very
have
good at
Dimples come with
research.
me.
Unless I suppose you want me to research how to kill a wolf, but really I kind of already know how to do that.
You should just step with me, Dimples. I feel like Skylar should...
I don't know if I really...
Update
You're probably better
Kyria
at it than me.
on the-
Reading is rather boring. For me, I just...
Dimples, come with me.
Maybe
We're
you
going
should
to tell
listen
me
to him,
afterwards.
Galen.
Hi, Galen.
I need a bit of help. in the other
Oh.
room. Dimples?
Right,
Can't
well, yes,
read.
if you needed help, then yes, I just thought really you were more suited to reading. I'm happy to
Yes.
assist you.
You need
Thank
someone
you.
to turn the pages.
Suppose. Well, I think you. Very well, lead on.
Cut his
on.
fingers. The pages.
He's always super obvious about it.
I got in before the sun came up.
We only have 5 days. What do you think our best approach would be?
Were you working this morning?
Yes, technically, no, but yes.
Okay.
He wasn't really in a state to be of use. Otherwise.
Right. Wasn't because I was out, was it?
No.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. You saw him.
Right.
Did he look like he could do anything in that state?
Well, his nose isn't bleeding anymore, that's for sure. Well, I got some information about the lunar bites.
Okay.
Also, Loesch is at the Gargan Dragon, and she seems to be alright. What I saw. Haven't seen her since. Has she been back?
No, not yet.
Huh.
And when did you say you saw her last? Last night?
Last night before I went to the...
Okay.
It was on the way towards lunar bites.
Okay.
So,
Well, what do you think our best approach should be? Should we... I guess we can't really pose as one of them if they're werewolves. Takes that plan out.
I don't know if we should go in and start talking to them. Like, giving them our name and our address. Like Galen said.
Well, no, that's...
Foolish.
Yeah.
But, I could watch. I've got a pretty good spot where I'm pretty sure none of them saw me. I could watch from above and see if anything happens. And if anything goes wrong, I could... I don't know. Give you a signal somehow.
But what if we did give them our name and address? Two factions want to know about them.
Aye?
Maybe they want that information.
The way we could try to
Give some information, get some information. That kind of
and
thing.
make some money on the way. I mean, they must be making a fair amount of coins selling sweetbread. By the way, the sweetbread's for you.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't sure.
Oh, of course it's for you. I haven't had any of it yet. Let me know.
Well, we can have it together. We can split it. With the tea, it'll probably be very good.
Right. Yeah, I'll have a piece. Thank you.
But if we did just approach them and let them know that two factions want information on them, and we're willing to exchange information for information, then I could just go back to Vockley and let him know that we've kind of misled them, right? And any information that they give to us to give to Vockley, that'll still be information that's useful to him because he can figure out what they're trying to hide from him based on the information that they are actually giving him willingly, right? That might actually be a good idea.
That's a very good idea. That's very bright. Yeah, I was thinking of making coin out of it, but using Vockley's lust for knowledge, it's a very good
well, and
exploit.
I mean, we might get more information out of them by being friendly with them, or at least pretending to be friendly. So maybe pretending to be upfront is the way to go. I don't know, but we only have 5 days, and I'm not really sure without Loesch here. Without
Roche
her,
is very
inform-
good at
her
yeah.
information, I mean.
very good at talking and figuring out people.
How was the sweetbread?
Sweet.
Okay.
But not the sweetest thing I've had.
I think a bakery would be fun.
I can't cook.
We could learn.
Yeah, well, something we could think about. But I think we need to figure out if... what it is there. I think if we figure out if it's a disease, a curse, or if it was a choice, that'll be a good for us.
Okay.
There's got to be a reason. They're human, like me.
Okay, so surveillance,
would-
maybe a little bit more, and then
Aye, yes, aye.
okay, see what Galen comes up with about werewolves.
Should I go now?
No,
Meet you there? No.
I mean, if you think that's best, yes.
Do you want me to?
No,
I'll stay. I'll get another cup. You want one?
yeah, I'd love one.
All right.
I think I like your opinions better, devotees.
I don't understand what you want me to do with this exactly. Fine, you'll have to speak up. Yeah, I can't read, but I also can't hear you, so...
Yeah, yes, I have been very stressed of late. You'll have to forgive me. I wanted to bring you into the room to have a chat with you.
Right, thank the Lords. Good.
Well, you could do research if you wanted. You're
No,
quite smart,
I mean-
right?
Yes, it's so very boring.
Well, you shouldn't underestimate yourself. You've got a lot of good qualities.
Yes, and swinging a sword is the best one.
That is not your best quality. That is a good quality, but just
It's one of my best qualities.
you are quite fit. Look, it's about the other day. About the ritual. To bring spirits back. Well, the spirits never really went anywhere. They still exist. When you die, it's just your vessel that dies. The spirit lingers. And your brother's spirit has been taken and stolen, has been captured. Let me show you this. This here is what we call a spirit bottle. Someone who's skilled at such can, at the moment of death, can draw the spirit, or actually any time the spirit's about, draw it into one of these bottles and trap it. And when it's trapped, it cannot pass on. It's stuck. Your brother's stuck, and you said you wanted him placed back in a new vessel, and I agree with you. I think that's a good idea. I wanted your thoughts on something, though. It's about Kyria. She seemed upset at the notion that, well, that I would replace, my own vessel with something different if I were to die, or someone else's who wanted it. She seemed distressed, and I don't understand why.
Neither do I. I think she doesn't understand. She expressed concern to me as well about, well, whether my brother would like to even return to any vessel.
Why wouldn't he?
That's what I said.
Your brother was so full of life and hope, and he was so noble. I always felt this world was a better place with him in it, and him not being in it makes the world less bright.
I agree.
And of course, we need him back to bring back this order of paladins that are so important to both you and he. So, we just... It's just that Kira gave me a look of disappointment, and I didn't like that. I'm trying to figure out how to make her understand that this is not a bad thing to bring him back.
Well, is this not your area of expertise?
Well, bringing people back, yes. But convincing Kiri of anything is not my area of expertise, but Cesare, you know that... Well... Oh, somebody might have been arriving. I want you to know that I value very much how much you're keeping your brother's dream alive. And I don't know how quite...
Is anyone here? I leave for 2 hours and it's deserted. I need some help at the door that should be guarded.
It's really run that early.
The door.
I'll go get the door and I'll let her in.
Hello?
No, you just have to open. Look,
Please.
No, what?
I know
what
that you haven't been here many
hello?
times yet, but you have to make sure that you pull that. There you go.
What do you have?
Well,
do you have?
apparently, unlike others, I've been working
Well,
on getting the storefront up.
I thought you were going to get a travel writ. Can I carry that for you?
I did that days ago.
Oh.
Oh, you're here.
Even.
Galen, would you help her carry that?
Please.
No, that's me. Sorry,
Goodness.
Cesare. I'm sorry, I'm still a little... I have a
Of
bit
course.
of...
What is it? What is that? What am I doing with this? Where does it go?
Yo, what is all of that?
Looks
Well,
like
it's an
spices.
assortment of local goods that I found.
What on earth is this?
Oh.
Soy sauce.
It's called some Valentina. I don't know, but the locals seem to eat it up. I picked up many odd bits and bobs that seemed attractive. The apothecary is that.
Oh, apothecary. Wait, is there
Apothecary.
anything in there that might be arcane? That could be used?
I mean, I did pick this up for you. It's a little silly thing I found along the way. You particularly. It says wash your hands.
Losh, I didn't know you knew my taste so well. I love that.
You love dead things. Makes
I
sense.
do, and those are plague
And
doctors.
cleanliness, of course, and reminding
Yes.
people of it incessantly.
Well,
I
cleanliness is
also found
important.
some shiny things. I'm not 100% sure it burns when you touch it, which sounds fun. This one is cold when you touch it, however. Not procured legally, however. If you could take these immediately and put them in some sort of cupboard anywhere, that would be...
I will take those.
Anyone, please.
They seem a little bit delicate, actually. Just
What's that? What's that one? What if I take just a little?
No,
Nope,
no.
don't. Oh,
Ooh. Tell me if you feel strange.
that's feces.
It's got a strong aftertaste.
I'm gonna just take the rest of these into the, the kitchen area. Is what I'll do. Yes. Just watch Dimples in case he turns green.
Sarah, how are you feeling?
I feel quite well, actually. Yes, although I have been slacking a little on my daily workout routines.
Oh, really? I tend to see you never sleeping or not moving.
Well, they let me go with them on one of their quests.
They allowed you to come with them. Who watched the building?
Oh, no one. We were in the middle of transitioning between the previous hideout and this one.
Excellent.
They said it didn't matter.
They would, wouldn't they?
I met the accountant.
How are you doing personally, though? How are you feeling in this new place? Made any more friends?
No.
Not one. No more guards being extremely friendly out of nowhere, asking your name.
Well, every time I go to make new friends, someone stops me.
Good. We're your friends, aren't we?
Yes, you're my best friends. You're practically family to me.
Why would you feel the need for more then? It's mildly insulting to the others, don't you think?
Well, it's a new city. You're trying to establish a business.
I suppose. But how far does that go? When comes the day that you don't want to come home to us anymore, Cesare?
Well, it's not going to be a day that happens.
You might find a friend more appealing than us.
Then I shall simply spend some time with my new friends, and then you. There's plenty of time in the day.
Is there? Are you saying you have too much free time, Cesare? Because I can come up with many things for you to do. I have
Oh, I'd love
lists, in
something to
fact,
do.
books.
Yes.
I have a
wouldn't
few
know how,
of
but-
them. I can show you these 3 leather-bound, many things we could be working on right now.
And
And I don't
mind.
believe socializing is in any of them.
Right. Yes, I understand. I should probably get to work. But I could go and speak with the Lunar Bites.
Yes, you could.
The others were saying that perhaps I should go and speak with the Lunar Bites. Maybe just be upfront and
Up front,
Ask them.
excuse me, please explain.
they want me to go and speak with the Lunar Bites and make sure that I know what their intentions are.
Oh, actually, we might be expanding on that plan.
Hey,
Oh, do tell.
They're
Losh, a lot
werewolves.
happened while you were gone.
Really?
Yes.
Because the place is filthy. I really thought, I mean,
We did meet the undead.
Well, yes, we went to go meet the undead, and then we also went to
all
go
of
meet
you.
the accountant. Yes,
I was
yes,
allowed to go.
we all went
well, not
together.
all
Yes.
of the undead, but some of them, I think.
Yeah. More
It was lucky
importantly,
I was there. I told them I was bringing back the paladins.
yes, they seemed very pleased about that.
Please,
Anyway,
the dead seemed pleased you would bring them paladins. Galen had nothing to do with this, I assume.
Well, it was his
A
idea. He
group
wanted to go speak to
trip.
them.
To the undead.
Yes.
Philip was very interested. He arranged to have an alliance with them,
Yeah.
a sort of an information trade, I believe.
That's correct.
I'm honestly flabbergasted he didn't already have one of those, considering his extensive work with, you know.
Well, we're new to the town, but yes, basically, they'll give us the location of a specific soul if we get information on the Lunar Bites for them. However, the strange thing is the accountant wanted the same information. And we were just
Interesting.
discussing the best way to move forward. I thought maybe we could approach the Lunar Bites with a false sense of authenticity. Just let them know
These-
that the accountant wants information on them, but we're new to town and we want to make friends with them, and they give us whatever information they want, and we'll pass that information only on to the accountant.
These lunar bites seem to have at least 2 rather prominent enemies we're aware of, yes. What's to say they don't have more, and that they wouldn't be overtly cautious because of this fact?
Well, I'm sure that they would.
So who are we sending in to walk up to this overtly cautious group who trusts no one?
Well, it would have to be one of us that went to the accountant, I would suppose. If they're enemies with the accountant, surely they've been watching who's coming and going. So they would know we were telling the truth.
If they're
This is
enemies.
true.
Potentially.
When you
They
say
have less
enemies,
people than they think looking out these days.
Well, I
That's
mean,
an excellent plan.
you know the city more than I do at this point, so, I mean, if you have another plan.
No, it's an I like your plan. I've been gathering information of my own and sources. I'm just saying, the loyalty of this city isn't as strong as those in charge might be led to believe.
So what do you say we do?
yes, I'm confused.
Are we going up to them? I believe one of you.
Well,
because
we have 5
I have not
days.
met an accountant.
I can do it if you'd like.
We have some time, so perhaps maybe.
Well, no, I that's the problem. Loesch says that I spend too much time socializing.
What? You don't
Well,
socialize
it doesn't
at all.
mean we need to rush
Well,
plans, my dear.
Loesch said that
We have
I'm-
other things you could do, like dusting. Please don't jump the gun, so to speak.
I mean, I don't mind. You can do the dusting, and I'll go and speak with the werewolves.
But
We could all go speak with the werewolves. We have 5 days to
yeah,
invest
we
in
have
some
plenty of
sort a
time, so
relationship.
perhaps
I
maybe we
agree.
should do some scouting first.
What do
I've
you mean
done
scouting?
some
It's a
already,
bakery.
but it is a bakery.
I mean, we need more information maybe on werewolves
Isn't that
and
the point?
maybe just watching their comings and goings for at least a day.
Right.
Yes.
Any information
and if
would
all
be.
of them are part of this lunar group, we don't know if they've separated. There might be loners out there willing
like
to help
factions?
us.
Oh, that's a very good
Cesare,
point.
your friendly nature may come and help in these circumstances.
I'm confused again.
Yeah, I'm confused too.
Naturally. Well, if we... Cesare likes to move around the city and talk to people, right? He's
What are you
Likes to
talking
make
about?
friends.
He's not
I'd
left.
like to be able. You can, I don't mind.
he would like to be able, well, you
Would you
did
like
once.
Be
You did
able.
make a
You can
friend
leave
of a
anytime
guard.
you
I'm happy
want.
to- Well, yes.
Well, he said he's
but
been
then
with
the
you.
Last time I tried to leave, Galen said maybe I should stay, and then there was the point that I was visiting the
Where is
latrine,
Galen?
and then Skylar appeared behind me and made me
In the
jump a little bit.
latrine.
Yes, he said, "Where are you going?" I said I was maybe going to go and find another latrine to go for a nice walk, and he said it's too late. And then it was the previous time when you told me I'm not allowed to go out at night anymore, Loesch.
It's for your own safety, my dear, but werewolves can go out during the day in human form, as far as I'm aware. I'm not an expert by any
Yes,
means.
werewolves turn into dogs at midnight on a full moon, so practically
Only the
they're
full moon.
Listen, Dimples,
Useless.
anytime you want to go out, you just let Skylus or I know and we'll go with you. Okay?
And
There's
maybe
no
we
reason
should put some
he has to be
rules
cooped
around
up in here.
latrines.
I mean, I can just go by myself. I'm quite adept with a sword should anybody try to take my purse.
Bring it to the latrine with
What are
you
you trying to
next
say?
time.
I take my sword everywhere.
Is there?
What?
What are you trying to say?
I'm perfectly adept at staying safe, if you're worried about my safety.
What conversation have I walked into? Is this, what are we talking about? Latrines? What?
I don't think that the, You know that I'm very, very good with a sword.
Have I missed something? Hello.
I came first at the county fair.
Hello.
Mother was very, very proud.
Kingston
You were
County
all-
Fair is nothing to be too proud about.
Well, then I challenge you to a duel.
Oh, let's not.
Oh, no.
I don't want any bodies getting injured.
What's
Certainly
happening?
able to
Really?
defeat
Oh, I would
Skylus.
enjoy
He's a
watching
very
that.
competent archer, but
Did you hear
He-
something?
much of a fencer. I was trained by the very best, of course.
No, I didn't hear anything.
Oh.
What?
I heard a voice. It said
Is it
something
like-
like,
check
What's
the door.
new?
I would enjoy watching that very much. It was sort of a menacing voice.
Didn't hear anything.
Did
do
you
have a
eat
fever?
something off of the tray
Is it
that
a
you carried
spirit?
back for me?
No. Sometimes I hear spirits.
Oh, excellent. We got one for free then.
And this spirit wants to watch a duel?
It seemed like it, but I don't think it's a good idea.
No.
Duels
But do we
just
get a prize?
injure people.
No, if we're the one hosting the duel, why would there be a prize?
We'd have to give
I can
a
defeat
prize.
Skylus in a duel.
No,
then would
you
let
cannot.
me visit?
You cannot.
Wait.
Wait, is the
What?
spirit craving bloodshed? Because that is not what we're about.
The spirit is quiet. Don't hear
Bloodshed?
them.
Excellent. It must be my mother.
I'm going to kill Skylus. What are you talking
What?
about?
No.
It's simple fencing.
Wait.
What?
You
No.
can use
a
wooden
duel
swords
does.
if you'd
well,
like.
I was thinking about going to the library.
with your spirit. You're not
Yes,
leaving
I-
us with this thing that wants silent bloodshed. I'm sorry.
Well, no, it might have just been my mind. I just thought I would go and... I had an idea. I knew we have information we have to gather before we do whatever it is we're going to do with these Lunabites, because we have two different... Did they fill you in, Loesch, about all of the business?
Yes, they did tell me that you took them all on a field trip to see a group of undead people.
Yes, who can, well, I feel like we should probably have some sort of allies, and well, they might help
Allies
us.
are always good, yes.
Help
I
us.
agree.
And also, I have to say, considering that necromancy is illegal in this city, I imagine those undead are on a bit of a squeeze, and so they could use allies, and we could take advantage.
That leads me to a question I wanted to ask you, considering your conversations with the undead while I was out and about. How did they come about, and are there rivaling necromancers in the city we need to worry about?
Well, for them to come about, you would need someone who has the ability to capture spirits and then place them in specially prepared vessels, which means there's someone, at least one or two people who can do that here. I don't know if they have rival factions.
What are you thinking, Loesch?
Contacts who might know.
Galen can do it better. We could charge more.
I'm thinking the city has an awful lot of power in it, and I'm wondering if there's something about this city that causes such a thing. And
You have no idea.
Galen tends to know of these things. He's more educated in the arts, shall we say. And it all seems to make sense.
We
that
don't have an idea, but
something
we'll
might
find
be
out.
influencing the atmosphere of the city in general. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you felt it?
No.
Like a thickening of the air.
I cannot say that I have, actually.
No.
I know there's power in the city, but isn't it our job to find out who has it and who's got what? And then we could use it, depending on which power is where?
I don't think
don't know.
it's a who.
This
I
is your
think it
thing.
might be a what.
Oh,
What?
Yes,
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I'm not sure yet.
Do you want to share?
Share what? I'm sorry.
She is sharing. She says she doesn't
Yes,
know
share
yet.
what? Oh.
I'm really. How can all of this occur because of one person?
Because we can.
Do you know what I mean?
We're ready to hear you if you have something to say.
I
Are you
think
still
there's something
talking to
under
it?
the city causing things to
And I think-
occur here that
I
are.
think he's still talking to the spirit.
Oh, is he? Oh, it's still. Oh, that's lovely.
he's not talking to you? I thought he was talking to you.
I thought he was too, but look at him. Galen? Are you
Galen.
all right?
Would you like me to find
Yes,
a vessel?
He's not part of this conversation.
Need another body?
Shall I find a vessel? It doesn't
Ano-
have to be a body.
I'm sorry.
That's the thing.
Dimples?
I'm
what?
sorry.
Yes.
Another body?
What?
I'm sorry. Did
No.
Spirit is
no.
lost and trapped.
Skyless? What do you mean another body? Did you give Galen a body?
I didn't give him a body. No, it was she asked for a vessel, so I got him a vessel.
Yes.
What does the vessel entail, my dear?
Oh, what vessel did it?
Well, I don't know who it was.
Someone was going to remember him.
Did you ask them first?
Yeah, I asked them.
It was very productive.
Sister, we're already leaving a trail.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
well,
I don't
this
think
is-
it matters. As
this
long
was
as
in
it's an
Kings-
ethical thing and you've
This
gotten
wasn't
the
here. This
permission
was in
to-
Kingstown. I haven't killed anyone here.
Yes, it was some time ago. Experiments must be done.
You are asking these people, right? That they might have a spirit inside them for a little while.
He has a contract of consent, Cesare, don't worry.
Good. Can't just
think
go around willy-nilly overtaking people's bodies with spirits.
Oh, you do have to watch out. Some spirits have the ability to possess, and they will just
Right, you
enter
said
your
this.
body and
Well, let's see them
take
try.
over.
I need some air.
Kyria,
I don't think Kyria understands that you can... Maybe you should explain it to her from the top. There are spirits, Loesch. That's what we've been learning. There are spirits all around and they're trapped and they're in pain and we have to help them.
All of them.
well,
Well, some of them are trapped and against their will, like my brother.
Would helping them against my will nullify that agreement?
No, not you helping them against your will. They've been trapped against their will. Imagine if somebody took you and threw you in a cell somewhere. Something you didn't do.
Imagine.
Well, I'd come and get you.
Oh, would
I'd break you out. Yes, of course I
would as well.
I plan to do the same for these spirits that are lost and trapped and stolen away.
All of them. You're going to save every spirit.
Yes,
How?
I shall re-establish my order, and it shall be one of our tenets. We shall
And
help
by
everyone.
making a tenant, it is done. Then.
Yes. It will
What
be
do
done
you intend to do with
eventually.
all of these spirits?
Free them, or bring them back. We can find vessels for them.
Oh,
And then we
really?
can ask them what they want to do.
Oh, Galen, what does our spirit of the room think of that plan?
Did you hear that?
It's a very noble goal. I'm proud of you for even considering it, my dear. It seems mildly lofty.
It's not necessarily step by step out of the realm of... Well, you see, with the spirits, if you can contact them, speak with them, if they wish to stay, if they wish, once they're freed, if they wish to pass on, they can cross the river Styx and go to the underworld, but if they wish to stay, they would need a
I'm gonna
vessel.
go check on Kira.
We shall find one. You said that you can attach them to other things.
Well, you would need a sort of a mechanized body. One could make a sort of a mechanical man or an actual flesh man, and the spirit can then be placed. I do not yet have the ritual to place it in a mechanical man, but I could study that. And then we could place these spirits in these vessels, which, well, could be useful. Loesch, you can
Every
imagine.
single spirit.
Well, as many as
The
we
ones
can
that are
find.
lost and trapped. The
Yes.
ones that are...
How do you differentiate, my dear? What if they can lie?
Oh, spirits certainly can lie. But what I mean is that spirits who've passed
would
on
they
will
lie?
not be hanging about. So really, it's only the ones who are here. You know, spirits can be quite useful. You can...
Some of them are
chat with
trapped in
them.
bottles.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming they're all innocent. Yes. Kind, with good intentions. I look around very suspiciously.
Loesch, let's think about spirits as beings who might need our help, and then who, in return, may be grateful.
You're saying favors.
I am.
I do like favors.
We wouldn't need to do it for favors.
Oh, I wouldn't, my dear. I just theoretically thinking. The idea around it. I do something for you, you do something for me, except the thing they do for me is just giving me the pleasure of freeing their souls, my dear.
Look, I just thought I might go to the library, and
How do I
see-
find a mechanical man body?
Oh, that is going to take some research.
I am going to go organize some of the things I gathered while you explain mechanical bodies. Césaire, you are a precious one. Thank you again for helping me.
Is-
Perhaps we could find
Oh my god. Surrounded by idiots.
Look,
churches or temples or
well,
maybe
to create a mechanical body is going to need a lot of
town
arcane
meetings or something
knowledge.
like that. We could have some contracts and writs
Oh,
drawn up. And then that way, when people die, they can donate their bodies to us. Be used as vessels.
yes, that's actually a very good idea, except for one small problem. It's illegal in this city. The man who, or the creature, the whatever we would like to call that being that runs this city, that person. I don't know if what, well, I don't know what we'd want to call this.
What about them?
Well,
What's illegal?
letting spirits return is illegal. They call it necromancy, and it's,
Is that why Wretch is in the sewer?
yes.
Well, that's wrong.
Yes, well, Taxagur is not a good person. tiefling, is my understanding, but lived quite some time, so I'm not quite certain about that.
Spirits are people too.
Yes. Yes, well, I suppose what I would say is that Taxagora has made this sort of a thing very illegal. And so, this...
Why?
Well, because he's evil, isn't he?
What
Running
makes you
this
say he's evil?
Well, I would think it has something to do with conquering a city and, well... It's not a... You know, they sacked this city, killed all the people, took it over, built their temple to Hades in the mountain. It was them, really, who caused the fall of, well... Your father's not well respected in Kingston, well, because he opened the gates, didn't he? To Taxagora and all of them, and they came in and removed all those who were once in power in our hometown and replaced them with people who are more agreeable to him, which includes my family. He's an expansionist. He's
a traitor, is what he is.
Yes, he is.
And a kinslayer.
Yes, that as well. And all that done on the orders of Taxagora. So...
Then Taxagora is my enemy.
Evil.
Did you hear that?
I said Taxagora is my enemy. Just like my father.
Yes.
And anybody that would force people to live in sewers and in fear. Or would trap their spirits in bottles.
Now, I mean, I would say that you can place a spirit in a bottle temporarily. That's a thing that is not...
And is my brother in a bottle?
Yes.
No.
Like a creature at a zoo?
The spirit says no.
What?
He's not in a bottle. Is he in something worse? Is he trapped in a mask or a skull? Where is he? Spirit?
Well, where is he?
Yeah. Hopefully the dead ends can tell us where he is.
The spirit knows. Ask the spirit. We don't need to deal with the dead ends.
The spirit is mocking me. He's trying to confuse me.
I would never.
You would. You would indeed.
I would.
Would you? Cesar, I need you to do me a favor.
I don't want to go to the library with you.
No, don't tell anyone else. Promise? Just between you and I.
I promise.
All right. I found myself more distracted since we've been here in Helios than in Kingstown. I find myself hearing spirits that I did not call. I find myself sometimes, I don't know the best way to put it. I'm not in my vessel completely. Sometimes I feel pulled out of this body and I get distracted and
Is somebody doing this to you?
I don't know, but I would ask that you... Would you just... Look out for me. That's a lot to ask for, I know. And I probably shouldn't ask this.
I've
Really?
always looked out for you, and I always will. But how am I to know if something terrible and arcane is happening to you?
Well, I don't know. Perhaps just punch me in the shoulder or something. Just something to keep me grounded here in this place.
When you're whispering to yourself?
Yes, just something to make me feel my body again would be nice. Thank you, if you would.
Right. Yes. Yes, okay, I shall try.
I want you to know that what I am going to do, what I will do, what I want to do, is always what's best, you know? what's
course.
best. Long term.
That's why I trust you. That's why we came here together.
We did. I'm glad that you trust me. It makes me feel... Well, I should go to the library. Listen, they, the rest of the group, you've known them longer than I have. You grew up with them. I suppose I'm the outsider here, but,
Sometimes I feel like an outsider with them as well, but yes, I suppose I have known them all my life.
they, I think, sometimes are a bit hard on you because they, like a little brother perhaps, they may not want you going here or there, and it's because you're just so good. And
I know what it is. It's because they don't think I'm as good with a sword as I am, because they didn't see me training with Lothair, and he was taken from us far too early.
he was.
He was a very, very good swordsman, and he trained me very well. I'm perfectly capable of looking after myself. They think
yes.
I'm just a child.
No, he was a very good swordsman. He was a wonderful man. I'm sorry. Thinking about him upsets me. I should go. I should go to the library. I'm sorry. I should go to the library. Just know that that not everybody in this city has your best interests at heart, and if you're going to bring the Paladin Order back, you'll have to not be so forthcoming, especially to strangers. I just don't... you can swing a sword, but people sometimes lie, and I don't know if you always know when people are lying to you, and I actually think that sometimes you don't know when people are lying to you at all, and that worries me. I can't have this conversation anymore. I have to go to the library.
I can come with you if you'd like, if you're not feeling too well.
You won't. You probably will find the whole thing boring.
Well, see if you can find out about mechanical men.
Yes.
We're going to need a lot of them.
Sounds like you're wanting to raise an army.
Well, perhaps we can find some spirits of the paladins.
Well, if we could, I would bring them back. Before I leave, could I ask you just one question? If you died, if you fell in battle, let's say, I can bring you back, yes? You would want to come back?
I would like to come back.
All right.
There is a lot of work that needs doing. If somebody had brought back my grandfather, or if we are able to bring back my brother, we can bring back this order. It's larger than I am. It's larger than how I feel. There needs to be a pillar of something right in this world. Not just all these snakes and all these shadows that you all leap from. Perhaps it would be nice if Wretch could walk down the street without fear of persecution, or I was allowed to walk out without the others being afraid of me being hurt. And not just here, but Kingstown as well.
Yes. Well, the ends. You have very good ends. And I will see what I can do to help you get to them at the end. So, I'm going to the library. I'm going to think about your brother. If anyone asks, that's where I've headed to do research on the things.
Aelin, one last thing.
Yes.
If you were to find me a vessel, and it was a mechanical thing, or even if it were a person who you had asked, I'd really rather not be short.
Oh. of course not. Yes. Wait. How tall would you like to be?
Well, it's just that I have a rather long reach with my sword.
Yes.
It was really one of the only things I had over Lothair, my arm length, and I was a little taller than him, and I would be even taller now. So, just to make sure that I could still stand a chance, I wouldn't want to lose that.
Of course. Yes, finding the most suitable vessel is always important. You want a vessel that is well hydrated and fit, and I should leave.
Hopeful.
I should leave
Okay,
now.
I have sweeping to do. Lorsch told me that I was lazy. So,
Oh, you're
I should
not
probably-
lazy? You're
well,
not lazy at all.
I spend too much time sitting around or something.
No, I'm feeling a bit unwell. I'm going to go study. It always makes me feel better. Just, I was glad that we had this. I'm going to go. Yes.
Distract
Good day, Galen.
yourself.
Well then, to the sweeping.
I love naivety.
Here.
Why didn't you tell me?
But what?
Did he ask you?
What?
Did he ask you for the body?
Galen?
Yes.
Aye.
When?
A couple of weeks back, before we left Kingston.
I know you don't like him, but I didn't expect you to enable him.
Well,
I don't recognize him anymore, and I'm worried about him, and this obsession is going to kill him. And you're just helping that?
I was... I think I needed to feel needed.
I need you. Come to me for that.
You had an appointment that day with him.
So what?
I needed you
Why didn't you come to me?
because you had an appointment with him that day. So I needed something to fill my time. And made me feel valid and... me being here. So I helped out the best I could. He made an analogy to it being like flowers. So it doesn't help anything. It's stupid. I'm sorry. I'm good at what I do.
I know. I just don't want to be blindsided. Just tell me, okay? We tell each other
All right.
everything.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll tell you. I killed a man.
Did he give you permission? Don't answer that.
Anyone seen a broom? Broom? Have you seen a broom?
Yeah, actually, I think it's in the closet. There's a bunch of cleaning supplies in there.
closet. I don't know if we even have one. No wonder it's dusty.
Nope. No, I'm pretty sure we picked some up. There should be a broom, a bucket, and
This is the damn privy. Get out!
Sorry.
We should probably go do something. Maybe all take a walk. It's getting pretty tense in here. Or you and I could. I know a bakery just up the road.
That would be nice.
Should we tell them?
Roche, I need that writ. I'm going to the library. I have to access the noble area.
Let's go.
Are you in the privy?
Please leave me alone.
All right, I'll wait. Ooh, it smells something awful fierce. Ooh.
My apologies, devotees. I got a little bored. Too much relaxation, so I'll be back now. However, we're going to move ahead just so slightly. In Glassvine, there's the city library. It's a grand library, I'd admit. Spirals all the way up, a couple 100 feet. You could even see the peak of it from the slums. Now, technically, it's a library for everyone. But if you're a peasant, it might be a little more difficult to get in. Think of it as a dress code, I suppose. I think you're fine, Galen.
Why, I should hope so.
Well, I mean, you do have Kingston noble clothes.
I do. Good breeding.
Sure.
I'm not the first son, or first daughter, or second, but I am the third, and that still counts. Not inheriting anything, but it still counts.
Oh, of course. Now, I would love to know, how did you get to this library? I mean, you did have to go through a gate, and you look noble, and that's usually good enough for the guards there, as you know.
Yes, well, I did. Well, I had to wait until Loesch got out of the privy. That took a while. I used some of my tinctures and ointments to make the place smell a little, better.
Sure. Of course.
Although really, I'm used to very strange smells anyway. It doesn't bother me too much, but I thought it might bother Kyria. Anyway, she did say she had that she had procured a writ, apparently. So I had that just in case, although I don't actually think I really needed it. One of the things that's interesting, I mean, I don't know if you know this. Well, you know everything, so I suppose you do. But the thing is that status, nobility, that's, something you carry with you, mostly because you get better food than peasants do, so you look a little bit different, and just a way of talking and being able to afford certain clothes. It's actually quite difficult to pretend to be nobility because you haven't had an entire lifetime of eating good food.
Yes, of course, you're an actor or a mummer.
Yes, that's why people don't really trust them.
No.
Because
I
they
have a
put the
question
lie.
for you. My apologies
Oh,
to
please.
interrupt. You said you obtained a writ.
Well, Loesch did it. It's what she... Yes.
I may have been relaxing too much to remember how much of a writ and a good one she got.
Well, I have no idea. I wasn't there. She just handed me something. I just hope I don't have to bring it out.
I'm glad you didn't look at it. It might be a little disappointing. Don't worry,
Oh.
it can stay in your pocket for now.
All right. This is, I just feel like at some point in time you should make your presence known to the whole group. I'm afraid they might, think that I'm losing it a bit.
Well, aren't you?
No. I mean, you are a spirit, and you are talking to me, and I can hear spirits, so I'm clearly not losing it.
I never said I was a spirit.
Sometimes I feel like I'm a character on paper in some sort of game controlled by some sort of game master, but I know that's not true.
No, definitely not.
No. All right. So, I'm going to go to this library and find out what I can about lycanthropy and maybe also who owns that bakery and the various properties. And also maybe just, I don't know, breathe in the air of this, of the Noble District. That might be nice.
Yeah, so it smells so much better. Even the slums are rather clean, though, which, you know, may have surprised you the first time you came in. But these are nicer, admittedly. Instead of just regular brick roads, it's now actually paved marble. It's rather nice. You even see, and true to its name, the glass vine in this district. Many things are beautifully woven with glass, stained and otherwise, almost like filigree.
Might I ask a question?
You always can.
It's a beautiful place, but I know that it was a beautiful place before our tiefling lord invaded the city with a dragon. These beautiful works, are they from the time before, or were they all built anew?
Oh, I did all of that.
You did. I'm sorry. I hope I wasn't ever disrespectful to you.
I mean, I've corrected you before already on my title.
Yes.
But yes, no, this was a shithole before I got to it.
Well, I mean, it said that it was a beacon of hope, the city of sun and all of that.
Really?
That's what it said. So the god
of course
Helios?
it's what it said. The victors write the history.
I suppose they do, and you are currently the victor, are you not?
I most definitely am.
Well, far be it from me to make you nervous or anything like that, although I have heard that some of your lords are not as loyal as you might think. That's what I've heard. I mean, I am not...
Past tense.
Oh, past tense. So, you're completely secure with all the people in your city at this point, yes?
Oh, I would definitely say so.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear that you're feeling confident and secure. I'm going to head into this library. I mean, I know that you've been trying to make me feel a little bit unsettled this time, and I would never want to do the same to you.
That wouldn't
great
work.
lord. No, I'm sure it
So
would.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, good. Yes, I mean, I'm not worried about the safety of your position here. After all, my family has been supporters of yours for 100 years, so I'm not worried.
This is true. Let's keep it that way,
Indeed, indeed.
The doors of the library are extravagant. Gold-flecked. Bright, beautiful red wood. Inlays, metal, glass, and the bident stretching up as the seam of the door.
Books.
Many.
I'm going to go in. I'm going to try to speak to you not so loudly, but there's another library I would love to look at one of these days. I bet you know about it. I stride into the library with purpose.
You find yourself in the lobby. There are a few people sitting about reading their own books. Very quiet. You probably hear a pin drop. Shelves upon shelves upon shelves, with a spiral staircase lining the edges. Going up this tower. Books from many eras. Books from other continents. Ophion. Even that other continent with Andromeda and the warrior monks.
I wonder what the rest are doing right now, probably skulking about, but I'm around books. Oh, this is wonderful. Beautiful. Let's see. I will just take a wander about to get a sense of the layout, to breathe in the smell of the vellum and parchment, and get a sense of the organizational structure, just to feel all the books, knowledge.
Of course.
smell of leather, and so much knowledge. And once I sort of get a sense of it, I think I'll start with Skylus. You know, I worry about him a little bit, and I just want to do nice things for him, you know. I feel a little bit bad. So do a bit of research on those, on lycanthropy. And then, looked into some deeds, city planning, that sort of a thing. Yes. I know it's not glamorous like shooting people with arrows or whatnot, but books are important. You learn a lot that way.
Education is important, yes.
Yes, it is. Let's see how good your library is. I will stay here as long as I need. Because, well, the lives of those people might rest on what I can find here, you know, in this library. It's important. Just as important as what everyone else does. So I'm going to, see what I can find.
Right. How exactly are you looking around this library? There are many books.
Oh. I want to see what sort of organizational structure it has. Is this by topic? And if it's by topic, then I'll look about. Or if they have a research library. I just want to see what is this like an open class, stacks, closed stacks? Just get a bit of sense of how it works.
Well, it's definitely more organized than what's behind you. So apologies there, but you would actually see a number of pedestals throughout main foyer, and each one seems to have an index of topics and where everything is located.
Oh. Now, I know that what I should do is go directly to the topic that I'm looking at. Very directed, you know. No dilly-dallying. I just might, I might just look a bit on the index, just a bit of browsing. I might take a little bit longer than I might otherwise, just because it's, knowledge is so interesting. Just to see what's there. Synchronicity. Sometimes interesting things fall in your lap. But I will get myself on where I'm supposed to be. Lycanthropy, city deeds. But I'm looking at an index anyway. I certainly can look at, just see what pops out. I will look. I love knowledge. Yeah,
so do I.
Look, yes. Would you like me to, make a roll of some sort?
I would very much like that, yes.
Yes. Well, I will, but I feel like I want to, this is very important to me, you know. And
I'm aware.
Look, I know that some people are a bit worried about me, think I'm a bit obsessive, you know? Some people think that. That I stress myself out too much just for things, but it's important. I'm going to not just look for one or two books, I'm going to look at all of the books, and I'm going to pick them up and move them, and I'm going to just look fine-tooth comb everything, be very, very, very specific and not leave anything unturned. I'm going to take to stress to push myself to look at not just the things right in the topic, but things next to the topic. And, if there's one book, I can look at 4 books instead of just one, and I can look at 2 books at once, and I can, look very far, very deep. Yes. Oh, I can just be there with all the books. Yes, I'm going to push myself, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind if you stress yourself out. That's on you.
This is not stressful. I mean, I love books. And I'm not worried at all about what happens if I'm not successful in finding out about these things. What sort of position is this?
Ooh. Well, you're definitely not in a controlled one.
No.
But I don't think it's I think it's just risky. I don't think it's worse than that, honestly.
Good.
Unless, of course, you were, throwing books around or insulted a guard. Things like that would have increased that. But
no,
I'd say I'd say just your normal risky and
Oh.
because of the stress,
Yes,
you're adding a die to this.
I am. Oh, sorry, it's a bit of a...
All right, I'd say a
Nosebleed.
standard effect then.
Thank you. Just a bit of a nosebleed. It sometimes happens when I'm too stressed and I don't really
you
know.
push yourself, I know. I'm aware.
Oh, you are, aren't you? You know many things. A 5, partial.
Partial.
Yes.
Well. You'll still get some of the knowledge you need. But not all.
All right.
I will say, it'll fill half of the clock you need,
Yes.
specifically for information on the lunar bites.
Yes.
You don't find who owns and runs the lunar bites. You
Interesting.
do note that they own a few bakeries around the city, not just the one.
I note the names and locations.
Good. One of them's near the foundry. You can even almost hear the metal and the hammer of it.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm not able to find out who owns this, presumably because there's some sort of, subterfuge or some such, I imagine. Some sort of...
It seems they have a few proxies.
Yes. Yes. I imagined. How many bakeries?
3.
3. Is there a pattern to the location in the city? Are they all in one district, or are they spread out?
They are spread. So there's one in the slums, as you know, just to the left, to the northwest of the left Bident. That's that one that I believe Iria and Skylus are going to now. One near the foundry, also in the slums. And there is one in Glassvine as well.
Wait, I'm sorry, did you say there's one in Glassvine?
I did, yes.
Oh, well that's interesting. Could you give me the names, just in case that might be interesting?
Ah. Well. They're not exactly clever.
Yeah.
At least, not up front clever. They are all called the Lunar Bite.
Oh, well then. Interesting. Interesting.
I'd say it's a franchise, but it's kind of all the same thing, just more
Yes.
separate locations.
Interesting. What did I learn about lycanthropy? There's so many stories.
Unfortunately, nothing conclusive. If you had had a full success, you may have
Yes.
learned something there.
Well, too many stories. Too many stories. This, I hope, will be enough information to, well, aid my compatriots. I should head back to let them know. But I'll just do a bit of a stroll, I think. Just walk through the district. Perhaps walk by my fiancé's house. Not knock, just walk by. And then make my way back to let them know that this is bigger than they think it is.
Wonderful.
Are you going with me?
No, I don't think I will.
Oh.
But I did have a question for you before you go on your walk.
Oh, of course.
What are you wearing?
Well, I like to think of these particular. Well, first off, I want you to know this is all tailor-made from the tailors that my father's work with. A very nice pair of black breeches, of course. A nice set of riding boots. A nice sort of linen dyed black, of course. Shirt with a jabot. brocade vest, the finest, silk brocade tailcoat with velvet cuffs, of course. Wearing, of course, my cloak, of course, a hat. You don't go out with a hat. Walking cane. Oh, and I have a very nice, a bit of a gem, of course, for the jabot, to sort of keep it one. Details, of course, are as important. The little details, the buttons, of course, are a bit well lined. You know, I didn't think I'd miss some of the things from my home. Their home. I suppose I do, just a little bit here and there. But it's nice. It's nice to wander about.
Of course. Good to know, and thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, of course. I would say that I'm probably carrying, depending on what the laws are in the city, I imagine we would have figured that out. I don't know whether or not one is allowed to be armed in the city.
Oh, that's no issue.
It's legal. Good then. That I'm carrying, of course, a noble's rapier, as befitting someone of my station. Personally, I do enjoy the rapier with a small, main gauche on the side. It's just my favorite style. I was taught how to duel and all that. It's fancy, sort of like dancing. Yes, I have my pack with me, of course, just in case I have need of things. Don't know why you're asking.
I asked other things. You provided more than I asked.
Well, just in case you wanted to know, I don't always know what you're on about. Well,
good. Enjoy your walk.
Thank you. Yes. Enjoy yours.
Your eyes open.
Oh, I will. And by the way, be kind to my compatriots. You'll probably see them before I will.
I am nothing if not. Run along now. Meanwhile, approaching the lunar bite. Two people. Well, an elf and a human.
It's all right up here.
Oh, I see.
Just up ahead here.
Hold me.
All right. Like this.
Okay, those three on the left there.
Yes.
Are they? They look normal.
No, those are them. They work here. I think they're pretty low on the totem pole, though. They bring out the scraps and they feed them to the dogs, it seems. But
And are the dogs also?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
I just know they have some.
okay.
There's those two don't answer. They answer to another, it looked like. At least that's what it seemed like when I was there. It's funny, they weren't working this early when
Oh
I
no,
was here last.
you're right. That one's well, maybe not the leader of the whole thing, but that one's the highest one in the group. You can tell by the way he's holding his shoulders.
Yeah. That's good eye, yes. You're learning. Right. Well, should we is that it? Is that it? Just should
Maybe.
head back, get everyone else, or?
Is it just these three, or maybe we should
Oh,
order
there's more.
something from the bakery?
Oh, yeah, yes, very well. It's inside after
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
The smell of fresh breads, sweets, rolls wafts as you open the door.
Hey!
Oh,
Hidden. Oh, you move much faster than you look like you can move.
oh, well, you're just in time. We're just about to get some honey buns.
I'm glad you're here.
What do you mean?
Oh, I was told to find you, but I didn't know where you'd went, so I thought maybe you'd come here to...
Oh, we're just getting some sweets
Yes.
right now.
Right. Well, they've
Right.
got 2 bakeries. There's one in the slums and one in the Noble District.
Wow.
Great. Is there one closer to where we are?
And this one, so 3 in total.
Would you like to visit all of them and get a sweet from each?
What? Why?
Why else would we want to go to all 3 bakeries?
To talk with them? Aren't we here to
Nope,
speak to
nope,
the Lunar
we're
Bites?
just here to...
Oh, apparently it's Lunar Bite. Just 1 pack.
Okay.
You want 1 pack? 1 pack of what?
One
Rolls?
pack. Yes, 1 pack of sweet honey buns
Excuse
if they have
me?
them. 1 pack of
One
sweet honey
pack of
buns.
sweet honey buns,
Thank you.
please.
Yep, sorry.
We speak to whoever's in charge.
The woman.
Told you I'm out of breath from a short
Yes, yes.
jaunt across town, really. I really must have.
Oh, yes. And
Work on
you
my
would
cardio a little more.
definitely win a duel against Skyless, would you?
That's exactly where I was.
Oh, yes, absolutely, yes. Maybe not archery, though. I'd say you'd probably may have me beat there. You'd have to try.
Know how tired you get from just
Yes,
walking across town.
2 out of 3 we could joust if we needed to, I suppose. I've
Right.
never really seen you on a... Can you ride a horse?
I don't need to ride a horse. I could run.
You can't ride a horse.
No,
Thought
I
you
can't.
learned how to ride a horse.
I never said I
Right.
can't ride a horse. I
So
said
we
I
could
just
probably... Have you
don't.
tried jousting before?
No, I haven't tried.
No, I didn't get much of a chance to try either, so we'd maybe be even on that one.
Great, then we have a sport.
Who is in charge of this establishment, sir?
Well, I could have answered some things for you a little bit, Césaire, if you had listened. The woman behind the counter.
Oh, ma'am, my apologies. Who is in charge of your establishment? This one? Of your 3?
She raises her eyebrows. Scarlett, you would recognize her as the one that sold you bread yesterday.
Oh, no.
The blonde woman with the look that you got originally. She smiles and
I'm back.
nods to you.
Lovely sweet rolls.
Oh, you know
I
each other.
run this particular branch. Can I help
Oh, very
you?
good. Yes, we're here on behalf of the Dead Ends and the accountant. We're here to discuss a business set of questions. If you have the time, perhaps. I know it's the middle of the day. We can come back if you'd like. Perhaps after dark, as long as it's not a full moon.
Oh, Césaire. She smiles at you. My, that was quite the word vomit. I think your
Yes. Oh,
friend is
my
sick.
sincerest apologies. I'm Césaire. This is
Elodie.
Elodie and Terence.
Terence?
Yes, we're from the Bang Gang.
Terence, Césaire. Bang Gang.
Yes, we're quite new in town.
So everything he said is true, aside from the behalf of part. We have been approached by both the accountant and the other to get information on you, but we don't want to... We're new in town, and we don't want to...
It's a simple exchange of information.
Not sure
They
if
have
here's the-
some information that we
on
need, and we
bakery.
needed to get it, and they wanted information on you. So we have a few
I'm not
questions,
sure
but of course
if-
it's probably not the best time. You're right.
On the
Yeah.
bakery
Yeah,
floor
I'm
is
sorry.
probably not the
Yeah.
best place for
No,
us.
yes, of course. It's in the middle of the
Shadow.
day. They're trying to work,
Yes.
and we should be getting back to work as well, since this is going to be a good
You can stay
business.
for a moment.
Yes.
We have a meeting room in the back.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Right. Is that you answering the questions, or
Just,
we have
we're just...
arranging
say
a-
thank you. Say thank you.
thank you very much for the
Mhm.
information.
Yep,
We shall
and-
pass it along.
No, we are going to the back room.
Going to the meeting room.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I thought you were trying to say to me, but I didn't. I was
Lead the
just trying
way,
to.
Césaire.
make sure,
Just follow
yes.
the
Well, yes. That's why.
I'm so sorry. Thank you very much.
That door.
Right. Yes. After you. Open the door.
And behind the counter is a nice back room door.
Okay.
You enter.
Yeah.
Looks like a meeting room, oddly enough.
Doesn't
Table,
smell
chairs.
like blood in here by chance, does it? I guess it'd be kind of hard to tell with the bread.
It smells like bread in here.
Okay.
Ah, good.
The door shuts behind you
Okay.
as the final one of you goes in. And it's quiet. I'd like to know what you're doing, or better yet, I'd like to know what you're thinking. Kyria, I have an idea, but if you'd be so kind, it can be short.
Sure.
Words, if you like.
I am. My mind is racing. I thought we were just gonna do some recon, and now I have to be ready to talk with someone who's probably going to be on the defensive and assess whether they can help me better than the accountant can.
Wonderful. Césaire.
Yes, well, it's very simple. They put me in charge of making sure to conduct a conversation that was an honest and honourable conversation between business partners, or hopeful business partners, perhaps business rivals. And I'm going to ask them the questions that we need the answers to. And then all the business can be concluded, and we will all go home happy.
That's an interpretation.
Thank you.
I wouldn't yet. Skyless,
Hmm.
I'd love to know your thoughts.
Yes, I'd rather, what's the word? Furious. I would rather have stayed outside if I had known that we were being chased down by Césaire to continue this meeting now. This was meant to be a scouting mission, and now it's turned into the talk itself. I would have rather stay outside for this entire meeting and been able to just watch from above. But now we have no upper hand at all, except for hopefully Césaire's sword if anything happens. Because this room is too small for me to be as effective as I want to be. If things were to happen.
For sure. Definitely looks more like a close quarters kind of area.
Mm-hmm.
Not a very big shop in the first place, so.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Hey.
You may continue.
Well then, to business if you don't mind. I have an entire paladin order to quite literally resurrect. We are quite aware of your 3 bakeries that you have. We know that you have one in the slums, one here, and of course
Are you
one
practicing? Who are
in
you
the
talking to?
noble
There's no one here
district.
yet.
Oh,
What?
I would have let them be in there in the room if you hadn't said that, Kyria,
Oh.
so.
I thought we went in alone. I'm sorry.
You did.
Oh,
You
okay.
did. I just figured I'd go off of his assumptions since he likes to make them.
Well, then I
But-
assume we're going to get out of this just fine.
Oh, good try.
Damn it.
how long do you think we have
But,
to wait for them?
Yes, they're not there. Thank you, Kyria.
So do you think talking about the Paladin Order is a good idea?
Yes, of course. People need to know the Paladin Order is coming back.
Then
We have to spread the word all the way up to the top.
What were you thinking?
What?
What were you thinking when you strolled in here and started talking to them?
But that was the whole point of coming here, to come here and talk to them.
well, we were going to do recon first.
Hmm.
That's what we had
What do you
talked
mean,
about.
recon?
Well, looking, observing. That's what we had talked about doing.
What are you observing? They're a bakery. They have 3 of them.
Yes.
One in the noble quarter, one in the slums, one here. What more could you possibly need to know, Kyria?
Well,
You've got a lot to do. I've got a lot to do. I've just found out today from Galen. And
What?
Loesch. Well, I've got to do a lot of sweeping. I only got through half
No. Back
I
up.
don't.
What did Galen ask you to do?
Oh, Galen didn't ask me to do anything, but he has given me a lot to think about, and I have to start planning a lot of things. I shall be bringing back the Paladin Order.
Okay, well, I'll let you handle this then.
Well, I thought that was the point.
Yeah.
A light knock on the door, and it opens.
Hello.
She's there again. Enters the room, and more follow her.
To business, then. I am going to... I've screwed it up. I'm going to be bringing back the Paladin Order, and I've got a lot of things to do, so if you don't mind, we could just get straight to business. I have a few questions on behalf of our organization and our alliance with the Dead Ends and the Accountants. So, if you wouldn't mind, we could begin our meeting.
She looks almost flabbergasted. She motions to the two that follow her. Pretty plain-faced, brown-haired men. Maybe 6'5", well-built. As they stand by the door as she moves forward and takes a seat across from you all.
So, we know that you have 2 bakeries in the slums, one in the Noble District. We're wondering whether you were thinking of expanding beyond that or remaining there.
My.
I hesitate to use the word territory.
I am honestly not sure how to respond to this.
Neither are we.
Please take your time if you need to think about it. If you don't have a current business plan in place, then that information I'm sure I can pass along. Think of us as messengers.
Messengers, right. Is that your convenient way of saying don't shoot the messenger?
No?
Oh, good.
Perhaps before we jump immediately to shooting the messenger.
Right. Why?
Frankly, we're new in town and we don't know who will serve us best. So we were hoping to come here and be direct and honest and let you know that we've been approached by 2 factions that seem very interested in you, and if they were to team up together, I'm sure that wouldn't be great. And perhaps offer our services. Whatever information you would like them to have, we could deliver it.
Yes. We're also not planning on actually building a bakery, so we're not direct competition for you. Just wanted to make that clear in case you thought that we were going to build a bakery next door.
I don't
and
think
enter into
there's any... I don't think they're worried about
No confusion.
us being competent competitors at all, Dimples.
Well, like you said, we're new in town. We have to make sure that they know.
I think they know exactly where we stand.
Oh, yes. And it's not in an advantageous position, that's for sure. Oh. You see, we have arrangements in the city, which I'm sure you've sussed out based on locations. And the fact that this is a pack of werewolves. Well done noting that. You may be forward and blunt and not terribly wise in your words, but at least you're observant.
Yes, our friend Skylus here recognized that one of your staff members had the eyes of a dog.
Yes, Skylus Terrence.
Terrence Skylus. Skylus Terrence the Third.
Yet again reinforcing things for me, thank you. Alright, so you're not the brains, understood.
Well,
Césaire.
I'm not the brains.
Okay. I guess my question is, what do you have to offer? Because right now, I do not see a reason to let you walk out.
Well, we will be offering multiple services. One,
Dimples.
of course.
Dimples,
Smart?
are you the leader of the pack?
No.
Is she lying to me?
No.
May we speak privately? Just the two of us.
Sure.
Kyria, are you attempting to sway?
Yes.
Kyria, are you sure?
Yes.
This is desperate. I think you know that.
Yes.
If you succeed, that is a greater effect. Are you thinking of doing anything else in addition to that?
I'm thinking of maybe taking a stress.
Alright. You do know you can make deals with the devil. Just as a reminder. So you offer it up. And never completely in your favor. The reward is greater, normally.
No, this is fine. Is there anything else? So my stress then gives me an extra. Is
Gives
Galen?
you 2 extra dice, and
Okay.
you know, Galen, I think that's fair, but I'm not going to give it exactly that way. You can have 1 more dice.
Okay.
Solely because of the information Galen gave Césaire.
So is the effect?
Effect is greater still.
Okay.
Position is desperate.
Got it. And is that 3 bonus dice total?
Your stress and 1 from Galen. So 2.
2.
Partial. Well, that unfortunately does mean you suffer a serious complication. Sorry, serious consequence. Since it was partial.
Might I suggest you hear what I have to say and then decide that consequence?
Yes. I think that's acceptable. Would you like to know the outcome first, or would you like to tell me that?
How do you mean?
Are you asking for the scene first?
Well, you wanted a private audience.
Yes.
Would you like to know if you got it first?
Oh.
Yes.
She looks at you and smiles. With some fangs bared. And says, yes, we may have a private meeting, Elodie.
Should we leave?
Yes.
Here? Yeah, all right. We'll be right outside.
She looks at them,
Just know.
the 2 men,
Here.
and motions. And they leave,
Just
following the other 2.
Might I ask, do you actually turn into wolves at midnight?
For what it's worth, I apologize for him. He means no disrespect. He is possibly the most honest, trusting person I've ever met. And I'm sure it'll get him killed one day.
It will.
But I hope it's not today.
It might not be today. Iria,
Yes.
did you have something for me? Or were you going to speak with her
I'm going to
first about the consequence?
I'm going to speak with her, but I think what I speak to her about will give you a very good opportunity to choose a very delicious consequence of your choice.
Music to my ears. The female werewolf sits across from you, still smiling, fangs bared, and waits.
Did you know we were arriving before we arrived?
She looks at you, thinks for a moment. You smelled people.
That's not what I meant, and I will be very honest with you. I understand if you don't want to be honest with me.
We smelled people that had been in here before, coming again. The one I recognized.
No, I mean into the city at all.
Ah. No.
Do you know why we're here?
No.
We're from a neighboring town.
I gathered from the Kingston accent on that one called Césaire, and the whole Paladin Order thing.
Yes, well, those are his plans, but I specifically am here from a certain Madame to push out the Madame Red here and take over.
That's quite a bit of turf you're hoping to get.
Yes, it is. To do so, we will need allies. And something tells me it would benefit us both if I were to take false information or guarded information back to the accountant and elsewhere, so that you're protected for a time and it gives me a chance to figure out what they want with you and gives me a chance to figure out where we stand.
Where are you currently staying?
I give her the district that we're in.
Truthfully?
Yes, I am honest.
Uh,
I'm sure she can smell my heartbeat or my fear, and she can probably hear my heartbeat. Why lie?
Wise. He says to you. Good. So you're in the accountant's turf then?
Yes, unfortunately, I didn't know that until it was too late. Hence why he summoned me and asked me for a favor.
Ooh, that one. You will give him truthful information. You will give the Dead Ends false information.
Okay. They are
You will then give us half of all you earn in the city.
half. I'm not sure I can convince my madame of such a number. I'm being
But
honest.
you were running it.
Well, I'm here on behalf of madame.
Ah. So you wish to work for her still then?
I hesitate.
Ah.
Yes, of course.
Of course. Af. Find a way, and we'll let you live and work.
I'll reach my
You're
hand
very,
out.
very successful. Half is not a big deal.
I'll reach my hand out across the table. You have a deal?
She reaches hers, takes your hand, and you feel a prick from a claw. Don't worry. You're not one of us. Just needed to see what color you bled. And get a scent of it.
Is it to your liking?
Yes.
Shall I leave?
Tell the accountant we are adding one more lunar bite. In Elysium, we have received a permit.
Which district is that? Noble?
Elysium,
Oh, that's the name of the
Noble.
district. Got it.
yes.
I'm still learning the city.
I would learn faster if I were you.
I'm working on it.
Tell the dead ends we are adding 2 more bakeries.
Is she lying to me when she gives me the true, honest information?
She's telling you the truth.
And is she lying when she says 2 more bakeries as well?
Yes,
Okay.
because they're not.
I don't know if she's giving me false information. Just thought I'd do my due diligence and check.
Hmm.
Okay.
Let the dead ends know as well that my master is a little wounded. And he's taking his time expanding. We'll see if they bite. I know we will. Now
Understood.
get out of my sight.
I don't even hesitate. I bow, get up, and I leave the room.
Was that a lie?
You hear a tongue lap before the door shuts. And that's where we'll end the episode.
But was the last thing a lie?
It was a lie because she's lying because they're giving them false information.
Yeah.
Oh, the last part? Okay.
Yeah.
I heard the okay. Oh.
Myth's got his hair. He's lost because he's too busy planning his own show. He
Yeah.
doesn't know what's going on
That's
anymore.
right. What show am I in?
I think it's over. There was a show a while ago.
I would like
Are we on
to
Gone.
apologize to the party.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Delicious.
I don't know, man. You guys want to keep me out of the circle? This is what happens. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
That's fair.
That's the problem
That
when
is
you don't
very
give people
fair, yeah.
information.
That's
So
true.
I just have to
I have
connect
information.
the
Let me get to spill it. Yeah.
Yeah.
dots.
I want to be.
Also,
a part
maybe
of
it'll work. I have faith in my boy.
Galen's
We'll
trying to
see.
keep you inside the circle, close.
Luckily,
Inside the blood circle, yeah.
I mean, he does want to keep you close. I mean,
yeah, he wants to keep me close. but-
Not for your safety, that's for sure. Or maybe it is temporarily, who knows?
I mean, it would be bad if something happened to him. You know what I mean? Like, to his body. That would be awful. I mean, if something happened to him.
Yeah, of course. That's what
Yeah.
you meant.
That's what I meant.
You're not lying at all.
No.
Well,
Should we do some shout outs?
I think we should do some
End of
shout outs
session.
and then
We got
end
some
session.
end of session
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
have session start.
But I guess that's
Yeah.
sort of the same,
Baby.
right? Isn't it all?
Yeah.
All wrapped
It's a
up?
mix
All
of
wrapped
them.
up in one.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Skyless, let's start with you.
Okay. How do I do this? Oh yeah, at the bottom.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you roll anything desperate? I don't even know if you rolled today.
I didn't roll today. No.
Well, did you address a challenge with tracking or violence?
Yes. Tracking? Yes.
I don't know if I did. I don't know if I
When
tracked
did you do
anyone.
any tracking?
Oh, I guess in the beginning of that last scene where I was talking about the people and the dogs. But I don't know if that's tracking.
I'll leave it up to you.
Oh, I'll take it.
Okay.
That's
And when you did all that tracking? I remember when you did it.
All
I
right,
saw it.
right. Yeah, I remember
No,
that.
I just feel like the whole like scoping out, like going to go and like that feels like a.
I
you
did
know,
that
you're-
last session.
Well,
no,
I mean,
this
we
one.
kind of did it this one too.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
This-
you
you
weren't
can.
tracking, but
Oh, like
I
while he
thought
was
we
at
were
the
tracking.
library.
Oh, no, we were supposed to go tracking, but it was a date.
You were tracking, and then Cesare came up to say hi.
You were tracking
We
it
weren't.
where
turned
your
into
relationship was.
The more you
At that
use the word
point.
tracking, the less meaning it has, and
Yeah, I don't know
the
what it
XP
means
for
anymore.
it will too.
Ooh, okay, yikes. All right, and then the next one was...
Beliefs, drives, heritage, background. Did you express any of that?
Yes. I mentioned I was human a bunch.
That'll only work so far, so many times, admittedly.
Okay, great. All right, so no.
You didn't express anything else? I think I'll give you one because there was a certain scene with you and Kyria, correct?
Yeah, that the vices and things, which means I advance.
Ah,
Yes.
congratulations.
Thank you, thank
done.
you. I don't know what that means, so we will...
It's
I'll
your
let you know next time.
birthday.
Thank you.
You get,
and
you
then
get a new
did you
special
struggle
ability.
with a vice or trauma?
Yo, yes, always.
I figured as much. And then you can mark that XP as well.
Awesome.
Thank you, Skylus.
Yeah. What a session today. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is really, really awesome. Playing Skylus is a lot of fun. Playing in this world is super cool. So thank you for having me play along today. I hope you are feeling better, Dan. Thanks everybody for watching and checking out the fun little teasers and things that have been going on. I'm super excited. But my name is Mythomatic or Cord. You can check me out on Twitter and see when I'm doing stuff and all that good things. There's more to come when it comes to Spellwind. And yeah, check me out on the Twitter stuff and see what I'm doing. I'll be streaming right after this as well. I have a lot of RP things going on as well. So
Something special's happening today in
Yeah, we'll be going over. Don't worry.
your stream. We'll
We
send you
will
all
be
over.
questioning him on Spellwind all evening.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
yeah, that's me. So thank you everybody. Thank you. This is a lot of fun. I can't wait for next week.
Thank you, thank you. Aelin.
Hello. Yes. I did not roll any desperate rolls, but did I address a challenge with knowledge or arcane power? I did. I used knowledge to try and, to help my team with some background info. I tried very hard on that one. So I feel like yes to that. When it comes to expressing my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background, I believe I did that at least twice. Sort of my background as a noble, and also from Kingston, and relationships, like my family's relationship to the leadership here, sort of going into the noble district and all of that. I feel like that's one. And then also my drives and beliefs about undead spirits, and I feel like that should count as well in the conversation with Dimples.
I think so. I think that's fair.
And then struggled with issues from my vice or traumas. I don't have any traumas yet. I mean, they're there, but I don't know if they were super overwhelming yet. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I do.
yeah. Like, I mean, yes, I had some stuff going on there with my, yes, but I would say no for the struggling with the issues from my vice
Okay.
for this one.
I think that's reasonable.
Okay.
Thank you very
I
much.
do get a level up, and I'll probably take something that will upset Kyria. This is probably what I'm gonna do. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. It'll be fine.
I'm just watching everybody live their life the way they want to live it, and that it's going to get them all killed. So that's fine. That's just my traumatic experience.
It's okay. If
Cool.
they get killed, I can bring them back.
No, you're going to get killed. Your
me.
obsession is going to get you killed.
What?
Yes. Yes.
I
yeah.
just
I
don't know what you're talking about. It's
Okay.
just- Oh, also, I just want to give love to everybody. I want to give love to everybody who has migraines and was like super ill and was a big old trooper
Yeah.
and then just stuck through it every way. So I want to give love to all of that. I love the scene between Myth and PB because I love that tension between those two characters, Skyless and Curie. It's so beautiful. I just love that. Like we could go and like the whole talk about when they came up bakery. And I want to give love to Loesch in her manipulation of Dimples. Best manipulation ever. So good.
It was brutal.
Yeah, and also of course love to Dimples for like his very smooth interactions with the werewolves. That's it.
Yes.
That's my. Oh, and of course also love to Dan,
very well.
who great work also for being here. Thank you, and for messing with our minds. Thank you.
So very welcome. Now that is Trooper SJP, by the way. Please go follow on that wonderful channel. Césaire.
Hello.
Sweet baby angel.
Dude, I wandered away from the call last week and Emma came down and went, Dan is so scary.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Mwah, it's so good, right?
So delicious.
And let's see. I didn't roll anything, so I don't get a thing from that. You address a challenge with violence or coercion. I kind of challenged Skyless to a duel, but I don't know if that counts.
I mean, you meant it.
Yeah, I did. I was going to fuck him up in
You
a duel.
addressed the challenge with violence. It didn't play
I
out,
was
but
gonna-
I think you addressed it, yes.
I was going to prove him wrong. And you expressed your beliefs, drives, and heritage several
Yeah,
times.
you get 2 XP for that, absolutely.
That takes
Much-
me up as well
Yes, it does.
to the next advancement. But I didn't struggle with any issues from vices or traumas, I don't think. I didn't
No.
struggle with them.
I think the previous is why you didn't.
Yeah, I have a feeling that I'm only ever going to level up via expressing things through my beliefs and heritage and stuff now, because if anything, I'm not really struggling with the issues that I had last week. I'm even more steadfast in my conviction behind everything that I think in my tiny little Césaire brain. So, yes, I would say that's me done. Simple.
Wonderful.
Nice and simple.
Please
I
go
don't stream
follow
or anything like that.
Brad Woto. Don't listen to that man.
He's playing Suikoden right now, and it's amazing.
I am. I'm literally dressed like one of the characters' pawn right now.
That's one. That whatever works. Please go follow. Go watch that Suikoden. Sorry, my brain just spaced there for a second.
Dude, I don't know how you're
Unintentional.
still talking.
Yeah.
Impressive.
No worries. I told you I'd be getting better.
Oh, God.
Kyria.
Yes. So I'm so sorry. It's asking me for a bonus dice. So I just put 0?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what this means. Oh. So 2?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
That's
So it's
actually
exactly where it
probably-
is. So I'm just not going to touch it because I took 2 as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that indulgence of your vice,
Yes.
which happened at a different time,
Mm-hmm.
we'll leave that for you.
Yeah.
Let's go through and see if you've got some experience.
Okay. I did roll desperately.
You did.
And
And if you recall, what you rolled desperately is what gets an experience specifically. Resolve, prowess, or insight.
Oh.
So in this case, that would be resolve. It's an experience. This is how you level up your attributes. Doing desperate things.
Oh.
So you'll see their little tick marks next to that.
Really? Okay. Thank you. And that's
You're welcome.
That's 1 tick mark, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you use deception or influence to address any challenges, Kyria?
Mm-hmm.
I don't count.
You don't count what?
I don't count for that.
Oh.
Just letting you know for the future and now.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I think I did. Although, just have it be known, I wasn't deceiving you. I wouldn't be that
I'm aware.
stupid. Okay,
Just more informing you.
got it. Noted. Yes, I did. Multiple times.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And your
I dinged.
Leafs drives heritage. And you did level up. Is that what you're about to tell me? My
Yeah, I
apologies.
did.
Good.
So,
So,
once that's done, do I
clear and
still
kick
continue?
over.
Okay.
Yes, it resets the bar.
All right. Did I express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? I think I was pretty clear on something that I didn't think was a good idea with Skyless. So,
Yes.
Okay.
Agree.
oh,
And
and I did actually reveal my background as well to the werewolf.
you did.
I did.
You can take another for that then.
Okay.
And did you struggle with your vice at all?
No.
All right.
Great. Thanks. You're so terrifying. Is
So
that it?
scary, dude.
Yeah, so
I
scary.
was laughing at chat, but he is fucking scary as well.
Yeah, so scary.
What else are you? You've got some other things to say, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I do. We have a new show coming up, Spellwind, September 1st. I'm going to play the trailer here in a second, and then we're going to go raid Cord, and you can ask him all
you
sorts of
in that?
questions. I am. Are you?
I am.
Amazing.
He's whacking that.
He is. And is that
believe.
the first time we'll all be role-playing together?
Yeah, not as a GM
Yes,
with
with-
one of
with
you,
one of
because you've
us,
done
yeah.
the GMing before
Yeah.
for them.
We've all
but not-
GM'd for each other, but
But we've never
Never
played
all
in a
three
game
players.
together. Yeah.
which is exciting.
Yeah, very
no.
exciting.
no idea.
Ooh, I
it
think
might
you
be
just
Maya.
you need to let Whack know actually that plan.
Oh yeah, Whack, you're in the show if you didn't know, by the
No,
way.
don't tell him yet.
Oh, it's too late. I mean, we just announced it, so.
Yeah, but he doesn't do Twitter. He's too old.
Oh, okay, right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then don't tell him. Shh. Nobody say anything to him.
Yeah, let it be a surprise, please.
Yep, next week we'll just, hey, are you busy for the next 3 hours? Anyway, we have a new show coming up. It's going to be awesome. Other things I wanted to talk about. What other things do we have to announce? That's it, right?
You
Go
are
and check out
Pumpkinberry.
CK.
Go follow
Oh
Pumpkinberry.
yeah, please go follow
and thank you.
CK. Oh yeah, that was the other thing.
And
A little
I
bit
was
of
gonna
a
give
You are
her-
Pumpkinberry.
shorter.
Yeah.
Shut up. A shorter session today because poor Dan and CK were like puking. They were both not well
Don't
with
even know why they're
migraines.
here.
Yeah, it was insane how we managed to do that with everybody not feeling well. So thanks for toughing it out, Dan and CK. If you're still listening, we
Strength
love
of
you.
bull.
Yeah.
You'll have
course.
strength
Mhm.
of bull to GM through migraine. Is
Exactly.
worst type of
Yeah.
job to have to do with migraine.
It does
It
use your
is.
brain, which is why I
It's the
didn't
worst.
use most of it the first time.
I was like extra scared a little bit with like my plan because Cesare was like, "Wait, you just want me to go in and speak honorably?" And Kira was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Hey, I'll do that then."
I
And I
love
was like,
that
I'm
because
gonna walk in, but Dan's got a migraine and he's gonna be like, "The werewolves, fucking bite your head off." I was like, "Oh god."
you're dead.
Thank
I
God.
actually
Yeah, I thought he
really
was
liked
literally gonna
that
do the thing.
because it was super realistic. I feel like in a lot of role play scenarios, people would be like, "Oh, that's not what I meant," but it was a very real conversation where you said something and I was lost in thought and went, "Yeah, that may be a good idea," and I'm just going on, and then horrible
Yeah, you told
miscommunication.
like
Yeah.
literally as far as
Mhm.
my character's concerned, you were like,
Like,
"Yeah,
yeah,
you
that's-
should go
that
in
might
and
be a
do
good
that and take
idea."
the lease."
Yeah,
I was like, "Okay,
yeah.
I guess I'll do that."
yeah.
He thought it was all about bakeries.
Yeah.
That's the thing is that
Oh,
he
no.
thinks it's about bakery and like normal bullshit, business between suit types. You're on our territory, And so he's not like freaking out, I guess, about anything else. He's like, yeah, what's the worst that can happen? Like, Skyless is like, oh yeah, you should be prepared with your sword. He's like, I don't even know if I need my sword with me. I just carry it with me because I want to look like a paladin, Which is going to come in handy one day when a werewolf does pounce on me and I use my unfathomable and excellent singular skill of actually being able to fight, I think. But I don't know. We'll see. I actually have no idea if I
thought
can
that was
fight
going to
because I haven't had
happen
to fight
today.
anything
Yeah.
yet.
I also wonder how skilled you are. Like, I feel like you're going to just blow everyone away. We all think you're this kind of little tiny fragile thing, and then you're just going to rip someone's arm off one episode.
I
and we're
was
going to be like, what the
trained by
fuck?
the very best
Yes.
paladin
Yes.
that ever done did live, Lothair Kell. And I've also been training with Mr. Harris Slate of the City Guard, who's also a good swordsman, I guess. He must be.
Good enough for
So,
you.
I don't know what it means. Also, I don't know if you heard, but I did come first in the Kingston County Fair.
Yeah.
I did hear that. I did hear that. I was there. I watched
No
the whole
easy
thing.
feat. No one was paid off by the madame.
No, that'd be weird.
Oh, yes.
Oh no.
Actually, you know, I actually,
no.
Oh god, can you imagine? I can't swing a sword.
Oh no.
Dan's gonna be like, so everything that's on your sheet is actually just what's in your head, and someone runs you through with a claymore with ease.
you're not actually even a cutter. You think you are, but you're not. So sad for you.
You're an NPC. You're like
He's also
you're
he is also a baker.
yeah. Oh god.
And Dan, what about you?
Yeah. What did you express your beliefs, desires, drives?
Always.
Oh god.
Did you address a challenge with creepy voices and mind games?
Always.
Yeah, I feel like that's.
Did you struggle with a migraine?
And still
Or-
managed to GM perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes, but it wasn't as perfect as I'd like.
Well,
Mark an XP.
Yeah, more XP.
Oh, I don't need to level up anymore. But I'm Domestic Dan. I have been your
Terrifying.
what did we rename myself as? The GM of Doubt,
Ooh. That's
or Lord of
upsetting.
Helios, if it please you. And yes, I did indeed have a bit of a migraine today and yesterday. So I will not be streaming a recovery room after this. That will be tomorrow when I finish up my ramen from scratch.
oh
Because
yeah.
that's what I did yesterday. And it's the best one yet so far.
Damn.
It's very good.
It's
So
gotta be good,
excited.
yeah.
It'll feel great tomorrow when I need soup
Yeah.
too. 'Cause I've had 2 crackers today
Oh.
and some ginger tea. That is still not done. You are muted, by the way, Trooper.
Oh.
My doctor said a shot glass of Gatorade every hour if you are not keeping down fluids is
I am keeping fluids down.
okay.
So, but that's a good call, regardless. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, so that's me. That's me. I'll be streaming tomorrow, not after this. No recovery room today, but if you have questions, by all means, I do like to speak city lore during those, which is always fun. And they're not spoilers, so you don't have to worry about that either. I also now do have, from one of my dear mods, Ornithox, the blue dragon of Helios, which there is a very short verbal story in the Discord if you'd like to hear about Ornithox.
I also like the idea that we meet Orthox and it's just Dan hiding under the desk talking through the bear.
I mean, I could, but that, I don't know if I'd like
He's like,
that.
I am Ornithox.
It is an
cute
adult blue
blue
dragon.
Yeah, we're all like,
It's an adult blue
We're like,
dragon
don't touch me.
chilling in its roost at the top of the city. You know, not a
It's
problem.
fucking goddamn adorable. But it is still
What'll happen to
unbelievably
Caesar?
powerful. How
Caesar's
dare
so-
you?
Yeah.
It's the Blue
Caesar's
Dragon's
not gonna like my new
origin
power, I
story
don't
is
think.
Caesar.
Yeah, I don't think Cesare's gonna like my new power, I don't think. We'll just not tell him. It'll be
Oh,
fine.
no.
Alternatively, you can raise an undead army for Caesar and he can bring back the Paladin Order.
I could be convinced to bring back raise an undead clockwork army.
And then we'll
That
go and
worked
fight
well
the blue
last time.
dragon. I would love to slay a dragon.
So
That's like
thanks
the
for
ultimate
watching.
paladin. Yeah, all right. I just
Go
want to be
follow
the
Classy
ultimate
Katie too,
paladin.
by the way.
Let me.
Sorry, what was that, Dan?
I just said, go follow Classy Katie too,
Yes,
please,
please.
everyone.
Yeah.
Because she's super classy.
She's amazing.
She is
Classy lady.
so very classy.
Like a lady. Okay, I'm going to take us out now with a very cool teaser. And then we're going to go raid Cord, so don't go anywhere.
Don't
Whoa,
touch that
whoa,
dial.
Don't
Thank
touch
you,
that
devotees.
dial.